Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag. Baby, I'm bad. For the rocks, from the side, I'm a bit up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag. Stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
Hello race fans and welcome to Kansas Speedway for the IAA Xfinity Series. We got 105 laps to run tonight. The cars have just about finished qualifying and we're waiting to grid up right now.
I know what it's like to perform through.
Looks like we are getting gridded now. All right, cars are rolling off. Now it's time to take you through the field. Starting off on the pole is going to be Steve Baker, new name this week. On his outside is going to be Wesley Crump. In row number 2 is going to be Richard Swavely and Colin Bester. Row 3 is going to have Logan Brakey and Jeff Gilmore. Row 4 will be Kyle Hardy and Dustin German. Row 5, Randy Bashirs and Michael Meredith. Row number 6 is going to be Eric Stamp and Sean Freeman. Row number 7 is going to have Brian Beach and Chad Meadows. Row 8, Noah Abbott and Zane Bailey. Row number 9 is going to be Darren Bruce and Reggie Evans. Row number 10 will be Dalton Schley and Michael Carter. Row number 11 will be Chris Spencer and Dustin Coggin. Row number 12 will be Dylan Blankenship and Alan Duggar. And the rest of the field will be Braden Carter, Ryan Freeman, Trenton Trump, Casey Wynn, and we've got the green flag out now. Steve Baker going to take that green flag. Lead him down into turn number 1. Wesley Crump right on his outside and Richard Swavely behind him. We've got everybody still side by side as they're heading down to turn number 2 down the backstretch now. Baker out to the lead, holding off Crump on that initial start. Crump going to stay back behind him, and Bester making a charge up to third now, getting by Swavely on his outside. Further back in the field, we've got a lot of battles going on. We just had 3 wide there for a moment, and I think we've got a car on the apron. Taking a look at Randy Bashirs here, the 23. Oh, Stamp gets him. And Bashirs to the inside wall. Take a little back, we just missed it. I think he did hit the wall. Unfortunate for Randy Bashirs. Heavy damage early on in the race, only on lap number 3 now. And Crump is in the wall. Bester's going to go by him on the low side. Now Dustin German in that 96 car making his way past Swavely down low. Zane Bailey on the low side of Reggie Evans Jr. Trying to complete a pass. Doesn't have enough of a run as Reggie has a pretty good run on the high side coming off the turn. Bailey going to slide almost up into him. And we've got another one in the wall. I believe that's Noah Abbott, that is, in the 5 car. He's going to lose a few spots there. Now Michael Meredith challenging Richard Swavely for that 6th place spot. Going across the line, Michael Meredith is ahead. Swavely going to send it down on the low side. But such a good run on the high side where everybody's been getting by Swavely. Here goes Brian Beach on the high side now. Noah Abbott and Reggie Evans now battling side by side, fighting for 16th. And Abbott gets the wall again. Doesn't seem to cost him any speed as he has got a heck of a run coming off the corner. And Coggin now going to challenge Evans. We have got a huge field tonight. 34 cars starting here tonight. I think that might be the highest count that we've had. Casey Wynn, another fresh name. Jim Coleman'sberger, we haven't seen him in a while. I'm not sure he's been out this season yet. As we got contact, that's Trenton Jump and Casey Wynn. Jump got a bit of damage on the back of that car, but keeps it together. Wynn's going to lose a spot to Row Truck. Dylan Blankenship, another fresh name. Two-time champion Kyle Hardy in the 99 car, sitting in 11th place right now, settled in for this green flag run as we go for lap number 10. Brian Beach now trying to make his way by Darren Bruce, and he does get that position. Darren Bruce going to slide up in behind him, coming off of turn number 4. Up front, Steve Baker with a 3/10 lead, just continuing to set the pace for this race. Crump just following along. Again, early, very early in the race tonight. No need to be pushing anything at this point. Gilmore and Darren Bruce side by side. Gilmore's trying to make a move on the high side. He's going to get that position as Meredith trying to get by on. And we've got a caution. Alright, I believe it's going to be Coleman'sberger and Jump right here. Like, yeah, Coleman'sberger just got into Jump's rear quarter. Maybe Jump might have squeezed him because Coleman'sberger didn't seem too happy right there. Oh, yeah. Jump just sent it right up. Coleman'sberger was just holding his line. So that's going to bring out caution number 1 here tonight on lap number 15. We've got pit stops going on right now. It's like Freeman and Dahlman opted to stay out. And Crump is going to win the race off of pit road. And what happened to Steve Baker? He lost a lot of spots on that. Let's see if we can get a little back. Alright, let's see. Misses the pit box. Has to back up. Sean Freeman, going to be your leader. Pace car is off. Green flag is back out. Freeman with a great restart. Dahlman and Crump side by side. Dahlman maybe spun the tires a little bit as he gets up almost into Crump. Down in the turn number one, there's still side by side. Dahlman and Crump. Brakey right on the back bumper of Crump heading down the back stretch. Ooh, Freeman in the wall. That's going to cost him a bunch of spots. Caused a little bit of chaos in the field. Baker getting caught up in a 3 wide. I think we were almost 4 wide at one point there. Back down to 2. So Baker going to be able to clear out of that one. Now side by side with Meredith, right on the back bumper of Darren Bruce. They've gotten sorted out up front. Logan Brakey now in second place. Wesley Crump leading. Dustin German has slid his way up into third. And kind of looks like Dahlman's stacking up that low line. Oh, we got a wreck. Big wreck right there. Oh, hard contact. A lot going on here. All right. Well, that was a big mess. Let's find the replay. Alright, right here, looks like Schley. Ooh, actually, kind of looks like a chain reaction. Maybe it wasn't on Schley to begin with. Bester and Schley make contact. Schley bounces off, gets down into Bester. Excuse me, Driggers was in the 14 there, I initially meant. Bester up across the nose. Drager gets him. Really just chaos from there. And that one was such a hard hit that he just went through him. Bester trying to save it, ends up coming back up the track. And again, just carnage everywhere. Let's see. Only pit takers we're going to have looks like just to be the cars with damage. Meadows heading off a pit road now. Bester. Brashears, sorry. Bester behind him and on the pylon. Lights are off on the pace car. Crump going to be starting off on the high line as the control car. Slavely decided to take the low side. Brakey ended up following Crump on the high side. Pace car is off. And green flag is back out. Crump with another great restart. Swavely and Brakey right behind him, battling for second. Swavely's got it going into turn number 1. Brakey disappearing for a second there. Baker has made his way up to 6th. Abbott got a bit loose off the corner. Three wide. Noah Abbott, Blaine Driggers, and Zane Billy on the low side. Trenton Jump going to stick his nose in there. Almost going to push 4 wide. Bailey got out of that situation. Driggers looks like he jumped way out of it and maybe even grabbed a bit of brake just to stop the 3 wide situation. Good call for him. Gonna slide into in front of that 92 car. Casey Wynn. Got a whole gaggle of cars battling right here. Got Michael Carter and Alan Duggar side by side. Duggar is going to surge ahead. Carter on the low side in that 15 now. Being challenged by Chad Meadows. Meadows going to get by him as well. Going to say Michael Carter and Braden Carter, or probably, I'm going to guess maybe brothers. Can at least call them teammates. About to push it 3 wide with Schley in the middle. And down the backstretch they are 3 wide. And Meadows going to surge ahead. Making the pass on Schley and Duggar at the same time. Richard Swavely being challenged by Brian Beach. Beach has it going into the corner. Swavely's going to send it down in. Beach going to have a bit of a run coming off of the corner. Swavely quick on the low side entry, but the high side just having enough of a run. He just can't complete the pass. Beach kind of being held up by Baker now. Or Baker leading all the opening laps of this race. Having a bad pit stop and costing him a bunch of spots. Made his way up in the 5th now. Seems like it's kind of just stalling out. Shows what a difference it can make with that clean air versus dirty air. Swavely and Beach still side by side battling. And see, that's Meredith. Yeah, that's Meredith right behind them. We are on board with Michael Meredith. He's got the front row seat to watching Swavely and Beach battle. Running the high side along with Brian Beach. Back hard in the throttle off the corner. Beach is going to complete the pass on Swavely. Two side-by-side battles right here. Coggin and Abbott. Coggin going to close the door on Abbott. Coleman-Sperger right behind Abbott. And Freeman going to challenge on the low side. Back up front, Crump still with a 6/10 lead over Logan Brakey. Brakey being challenged by Dustin German. German trying to run the high side and make a pass. There he goes down the backstretch. German's got a great run coming off of that corner. Brakey's going to just slide in behind him on the high side. Really seems like the trend here is you're going to have to pass on the high side. Unless you can dive it in the corner and still get the power down enough to pull off the corner and slam the door. Swavely is still continuing to run the blow side though. Obviously just feeling more comfortable down there. There's Bruce looking on the low side. Is there a 3 wide going across the line? Baker kind of falling back a bit now. Back to 10th and being challenged by Michael Meredith in that 94 car. Oh, we got a caution. Looks like it's going to be Driggers. Oh, looks like Brashears gets into, I believe that was Reggie Evans. Looks like Brashears comes down the track. Looks like a bit of Netco where I don't think they actually touched, but still ends up sending Evans up into Driggers. Driggers gonna tow. Driggers back out on track now. So we got like all the leaders pitting. Pace car is back off the track. Green flag is out. Crump with another great restart. German gonna hold on second at the moment. Down in the turn number 1. German and Brakey still just about side by side. German's gonna take that spot though. He does, and now challenging Crump for the lead. Swavely challenging Brakey on the low side as well. German, oh, so close. Crump not having it, kind of forcing him back down the track. However, German is going to take the lead. Now Crump's going to surge down to the low side. Slam the door. Oh my god, these guys are battling so hard. Slamming the door on each other. Comes German trying to do it again. Oh, they are trying to wreck. And there you go. Wesley Crump got the worst of it right there. Falls back. Currently in 7th. Oh my goodness. That was just bound to happen as these guys throwing hard slides and... Dang, that was a great battle for the lead. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for either of them, actually. Logan Brakey, now your leader. German only falling back to 2nd, but Crump all the way back to 8th. He's got some work to do now. We talked about that dirty versus clean air. Hopefully that's not going to affect him too much. But Steve Baker back here has not resurfaced up into the top running spots since he had that bad pit stop 2 cautions ago. It can also take into consideration people having to change the handling of their car or change the way they drive, as the sun was going down when we started this race, and now the sun is completely down and we're under the lights. So track changes, temperatures changing. You could just see different drivers making their way up throughout the night. Logan Brakey continuing to hold on to the lead on lap number 50 of 105. Bailey and Freeman side by side. Well, they were. Now Coggin and Spencer side by side off the corner, heading down the backstretch. Coggin going to slide in behind Spencer. Randy having a bit of a hard start to this season, having some pretty good speed throughout the races, but just ending up in the wrong place, wrong time, just multiple times already this year. So the results, unfortunately, not really reflecting how well he's running. Brashear's still, again, got wrapped up in something happened to him earlier, not his own fault, but just trying to salvage what he can now, as he's at least a few laps down. Back out front, Trenton Jump come out of nowhere, up to 2nd place now. Jump going to slide up to the high line, falling behind Brakey. Now he's got his sight sets on him and down the backstretch. Bruce trying to make a move under Meredith. Not going to work. Meredith's going to have that spot. Baker's still stuck back here in 11th. Crump in 7th. Jump closing in on Brakey now to a 10th, and he's going to send it on the low side. Can he complete a pass coming off of turn number 4? Looks like he's going to have enough room to. He closes the door. Brakey's going to try and get back by on the high side as he had a bit more run than Jump. He's not able to do anything with it, so he's just going to fall back behind Jump and just settle in. Swavely out of shape. Jeff Gilmore and Brian Beach on the high side of Swavely. Road Truck on the high side here with Bailey down low. Side-by-side battle as they come out of turn number 2. And that double zero's in the wall. Comes back in across the track. Stacks it up just a bit, but nobody crashes. Good job by everyone right there. That's Blankenship in that 0-0. Dylan Blankenship. And Duggar getting right up tight to Road Truck. Oh, Blankenship with trouble off the corner, off of turn number 2 again. Doesn't get into the wall, gets loose, and comes down the track a bit. Road Truck, seeing that happen twice, is like, get me out of here. But Blankenship has a good run on the high side. He's moving down low now, trying to get under Bailey. See what's going to happen coming off of turn number 2. Blankenship slams the door on Bailey. Blankenship goes down the track just a bit. Crump finding some speed now, up to 5th place. Lap 60 of 105. But an IAA Xfinity Series on the 1-5 Studios YouTube channel. Trenton Jump continuing to lead after he stole that from Brakey a few laps ago. And German has taken 2nd from Brakey. Three wide coming off of turn number 2. Baker going to jump out of it so they don't push that issue. Beach all over the place back here. Hardy taking the low line under them. Baker all over the back bumper of Brian Beach. Heading down the backstretch again. Now Spencer all over the back bumper of Baker. Beach almost making contact with Hardy. Hardy gonna slide up in front of Beach. Looks like Beach checked up right there. Baker trying to find somewhere to get through this mess. And Spencer's on the high side. Spencer's going to back out of it to not cause a crash right there. Hardy making his way under Meredith. Baker sends it in down low. Ooh, that's a tight slide. That's not going to work. Oh, Baker gets up into Beach trying to do a slide job. They both get into the wall. Bit of damage on both of those cars. Didn't seem to really cost them too much position-wise. Taking another look. Coming off of turn number 2. We knew he was going to try and put a slider on him, but there's just too soon, just not enough room. Baker goes across Beach's nose. They both slam the wall. And Darren Bruce comes down, almost makes contact with Spencer. Fortunately, they kept it together, and we do not have any caution on the track. It looks like Steve Baker and Brian Beach have both fallen back a bit now. The damage on those cars maybe slowing them up. Looks like Brian Beach got some pretty good right front damage. Baker's going to go around him on the high side. Coleman'sberger's looking as well. Road Truck stuck behind Beach as they were 3 wide and he couldn't get by him. That's going to let Stamp get by. And Road Truck's having to wait his turn to go on the low side of Brian Beach. That contact really costing Beach. Steve Baker trying to throw a very aggressive block, or slider, I should say. Trenton Jump out front continued to lead with over a 1-second lead. Crump all over the back bumper of Hardy. Driggers and Coleman'sberger side by side going to the one. Coleman'sberger's got the position over Driggers. Brian Beach has fallen back to 28th now and continuing to drop through the field. He's going to have no choice but to go get that damage fixed, and here he goes. He's going to peel off the track now. Baker trying to recover, but back in 18th now. Jump, German, and Breaky, your top 3 as they run. Swavely continuing to run that low line all night long. Chad Meadows, Michael Carter side by side going across the stripe. Ryan Freeman in that 21 car, not a very frequent name. front of the field very, very spread out. And a very big gap between 6th and 7th. Could we be seeing green flag stops cycling through now? Brakey enters pit lane. Kevin Roy. Dalton Schley. Zane Bailey hitting pit road. So Dustin German is going to be your new leader. Hardy up to 2nd. Dustin German heading down pit road, giving up the lead to Kyle Hardy. It's like Trenton Jump coming back out on track. Grump currently sitting in 15th. Brakey behind him in 16th. Hardy going to continue to run. I'm wondering if he's going to run this one, see if he can make it to the end, or hope for a caution. A little loose heading into turn number 1. Meadows hits pit lane. Here goes Darren Bruce. Ooh, did he just have a... Did you just get loose on entry there? A little bit of a lockup. And here comes Hardy now. Nope. I was misinformed. Oh, he's coming down pit lane, a bit of a rough entry. Keeps that thing pointing in the right direction, though. Wondering how much that's going to cost him staying out those extra laps. Michael Carter and Braden Carter pitting behind him. Oh, we got a whole gaggle of cars right here. Everybody kind of stacking up. Oh, Stamp, Bester, and Bailey. Oh no, I think Bester just missed the cone. Oh man, I think if he hadn't locked that back up, I don't know, we're gonna have to see. That's going to have cost him. The jump has regained the lead. Swavely in second, German in third. Stamp pulling off pit road now. Wonder if Bester is serving a penalty. German holding on to third place. Brakey being challenged by Swavely. Swavely now running the high line. 20 laps to go. Wondering if he's switching it up or if he's just stuck up there. Let's see as he's going across the line, heading down towards turn number 1. So I'm guessing Swavely's still preferring the low line, as he's got Braden Carter all over his back bumper. That's a lap car not for position. Abbott also not for position. Brakey dealing with some lap traffic right here. Bester down on the apron. And I guess he does have to serve a penalty. That is a tough break for Bester. Always unfortunate when you have a mishap on pit road like that. To just barely get that cone. Got 17 laps to go. With Trenton Jump still leading. Baker only able to get back up to 6th right now. Truck leading this pack here in front of Coleman'sberger. Lap car, Michael Carter getting by Dustin German. Shears is made up to be just 1 lap down now. "12 laps to go. Looks like Beach has got his car fixed up. And back up to 14th on the lead lap. Having some kind of connection issue or something here. Pylon's kind of going crazy. 10 laps to go. Trenton Jump just kind of stuck in some lap traffic here. Shears, Schley, Carter. Getting by all of them, no problem. Chad Meadows hitting pit road at a very high speed. I think he's maybe going to call it quits. Jump is still out front, leading over Dustin German. Open braking in third. Hardy has made his way up to 4th place. With just 7 laps to go, is he going to be able to close in on Brakey and make his way onto the podium? I believe that would be back-to-back podiums for Hardy. Dustin German, your current points leader, trying to finish with another solid podium. Dustin having 2 wins already this season, 4 top 5s, 4 top 10s. Jump going across the line with just 5 laps to go. Just needing to keep that car clean and hope for no cautions. About to have a 3-wide battle here. Oh! Darren Bruce making contact with Meredith. Swavely in this fight as well. 4 laps to go. Bruce on the low side, Meredith up high. Heading down the backstretch. Meredith's going to have that position over Bruce. That was a battle for 5th place. Reggie Evans and Blaine Driggers going down in the turn number 3 side by side. 2 to go. Road Truck leading this pack. Kevin Roy on the low side. Spencer up high. Eric Stamp there. Oh! Spencer gets loose off the corner. Stamp sends it down low. White flag is out. Trenton Jump going to go through 1 and 2 for the final time tonight. That lap car is going to dip down and move over. And Trenton Jump is going to be your winner here tonight at Kansas. Dustin German going to bring it home second with Logan Brakey in third. Trenton Jump picking up his second win of the season. Picking up that first one at Darlington. And your final results, Trenton Jump parking that one in victory lane tonight. Dustin German brings it home in second. Logan Brakey third. Kyle Hardy ends up in fourth. Michael Meredith fifth. Darren Bruce sixth. Richard Swavely seventh. Wesley Crump eighth. Steve Baker only able to make it back up to a ninth place finish. Still inside the top 10 now. Sean Freeman ends up in 10th. James Roadtruck 11th. Kevin Roy 12th. Eric Stamp 13th. Chris Spencer 14th. Brian Beach falls all the way back to 15th after that contact earlier. Jeff Gilmore in 16th, Zane Bailey 17th, 18th is Dylan Blankenship, 19th is Jim Colemansberger, 20th is Michael Carter, Reggie Evans 21st, Blaine Driggers 22nd, Casey Wynn is 23rd, Braden Carter 24th, Dalton Schley 25th, 26th is Noah Abbott, 27th is Alan Duggar, and Dustin Coggin is 28th, Ty Dahlman 29th, Ryan Freeman 30th, Jimmy Emos 31st, Randy Brashears 32nd, Colin Bester 33rd, and bringing up the rear of the field is going to be Chad Meadows in 34th. Whew, that was a lot of drivers. We're going to have a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with your top finishers.
I'm Jason Turner. I own Turner's Alignment and Tire. Been in business for 20 years now. I'm an alignment shop brat. My dad owned this place when I was born. I've been here my whole life. So it's the only thing I've ever done. Do alignments, brakes, tires, shock struts, do all undercarriage work. We really specialize in just the drivability. We just do things a little bit different than most places. My first ever boss told me, when you're really good at something, be the best at it. Don't be really good at a lot of things, be the best at one thing. And we chose to do this, the one thing I'm good at, and decided to keep getting better at it. People should choose us because we have fair, competitive pricing. We use the newest, latest equipment out on the market. We have the highest quality staff, and we get the job done fast.
Welcome back to Kansas Speedway for the IAA Xfinity Series. We've got some of your top finishers here with us. Let's start it off with Logan Brakey bringing it home in third place tonight, having a really strong run throughout the entire night, keeping it up there in the top 3 pretty much the majority of the night. Tell us how you did it. Logan, you got us? Logan? Uh-oh. Logan, you got us?
Hey, there you are.
Oh, boy. All right. Having a good run tonight, bringing it home in third place, keeping it up in the podium spot for the majority evening. Tell us how you did it.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good to kind of rebound from last week. I ran top 3 pretty much all race last week and got caught up in a late wreck on the one of the last restarts and ended up finishing 6th last week. So it feels good to run really well here tonight and see it all the way through. Wish I could have took care of my stuff a little bit more when I got out to the lead. I ran pretty hard for a couple laps there to try and build myself a gap, and I just burned the right rear off, and once I did that, it kind of made me fall back and lose touch with the top 2 there, but was able to manage hanging on to 3rd the rest of the way. Glad the run could stay green, so feels good to bring it home 3rd and see the teammate get the W.
All right, so a great overall team night. Logan, who do you want to thank?
Thank my teammates there. Trenton Jump, Eric Stamp. I know Eric had a rough day today. I know he was struggling, but I think he brought it home 13th, so not a terrible day point wise. And congrats to Trent for winning. He essentially went last to first, so he drove a heck of a race. I really wanted to race him hard into 1 and 2 there when he and I were battling, but I knew it would cost us time overall. So proud of him for getting it done. Thanks to my mom for watching as always, and for the admins for putting on a good show.
All right, well, congratulations on the podium finish, Logan.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, let's pull in Dustin German, bringing it home in 2nd tonight. Dustin, you had a great run getting up there early and just keeping it right up front. Tell us about it.
Yeah, man, just a good race overall. Tough race. It was kind of not what we were expecting. It was, just kind of riding on the high side. And it was kind of tight up there in traffic behind cars, with the dirty air. Just glad to come out here with a 2nd place finish. All
right, well, consistency being the key, as you are the current points leader and having 2 wins this season already, as you know, of course. So consistency, keeping it going. Who do you want to thank, Dustin?
I want to thank you, Chris, and everybody over here on the side on the league, IAA, and just everybody watching at home. Hopefully y'all had a good time watching. And I want to thank my team, Smoke Show Racing, SRTV on the hood. And looking forward to next week.
All right. Congratulations on 2nd place, Dustin. All right. And now your winner, Trenton Jump, with a later in the race charge to just leave everyone in the dust. Tell us how you did it, Trenton.
Man, I don't know. I just kind of figured something out on the top. I think I was running just a little bit higher than everybody else there on that last run and just ended up getting past the guys. And then, there wasn't a lot of guys taking advantage of the bottom to pass in 3 and 4. Because, if you don't dive to the bottom, you couldn't really pass tonight. It was kind of 1 lane, but I passed 4 or 5 guys there on that last restart on the bottom and kind of just got the clean air and sailed away. That was the goal the whole night, and I had to take an EOL penalty from a couple weeks ago, so I think I started like P32 or something. So it was a long night for sure.
So starting way in the back, having to drive through the field on a track that is quite difficult to pass at, and having a good team night as your teammate Logan. Tell us about the team aspect with you guys doing great up in the podium spots together.
Yeah, we worked great together. Eric had a little bit of a worse night than us. He still came 13th, so it's not terrible. But yeah, we work hard as a team. We've been friends for 12 years now. So we've always worked well together, and we always did iRacing endurance races together. So as far as the team aspect goes, I think I've always been faster out of the 3 of us, but they've definitely caught on in the last year on the oval side of things. And they're really closing the gap to me, and I'm excited to see them start to pick up all the successes that I've been carrying on for a few years now. So I'm excited for them to start picking off some W's here after a while.
All right, well said. Who do you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank you guys at 15 Studios for streaming. All the admins for letting me race in this league. I've been having a ton of fun. Even though I've had a few bumps in the road, I've just been having a ton of fun. I want to thank my teammates at Armadillo Motorsports, Logan Berkey, Eric Stamp, Tanner Johnson. And want to thank my painter, Justin Teal at Justin Teal Designs for painting this beautiful car that I get to park in Victory Lane.
All right, well, congratulations again on the big W tonight.
Thank you. See you guys next week.
All right. That's going to do it for us here at 15 Studios. We've had a great race here tonight at Kansas. Plenty of racing action side by side throughout the night. Still having some great green flag runs. And, yeah, just a great race here. Trenton Jump bringing it home in Victory Lane. So once again, we'd like to thank you here at 15 Studios for watching. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the racing action. And we'll see you at the next track.